Welcome back to the VTuber News. This is Salvi, the one who resides on the right side of your screen most of the time, and I'm here now just to remind you guys that I do have a goal for, at the very least, until my birthday in June. I would love to be able to reach 20k subscribers, so if you could please subscribe and continue to watch these videos whenever you have a chance, I would really appreciate it. Just a small reminder, of course, and do enjoy the rest of the video. It is down as we talk about HoloEARTH, which was a huge project, a metaverse-style project, a big virtual platform that Cover Corporation, the parent company of Hololive, was going to be doing with Hololive individuals, and they also had, Hololive going inside and having fun and doing all that kind of stuff. It was a lot of money poured into it. This was the big project. A new everyday begins in HoloEARTH. They had HoloEARTH Shop. They had other things there for the creator shop and things like this that you can have inside of the game itself. They put in a lot of effort and money, but it is closing down. It is going to close down on June 28th, Sunday, at 2100 JST. So around June 27th in the Western Hemisphere. Deeply grateful to all who have supported and used HoloEARTH along the way. Please see the following page for details. And this is the page that they're sending you to. Notice the termination, and let me just give it to you in an eye. It's a little bit easier on the eyes. Thank you for continued support of HoloEARTH. Today we're announcing that it is going to be closing. Truly grateful to all who enjoyed HoloEARTH's service. Since launching HoloEARTH, we continued operations with the support of many users, but after careful consideration regarding ability to provide service into the future, we arrived at this decision. We offer our sincerest apologies for being unable to meet the expectations of everyone who supported us. We deeply appreciate everyone who found enjoyment through HoloEARTH. It is our hope that the myriad of experiences in HoloEARTH, bonds formed among users, and the time spent in this world will remain with everyone as cherished memories. While the time remaining still until the end of service is short, we would hope that you continue to enjoy the world of HoloEARTH until the final moments. Once again, thank you, people. It says here, sale of premium HoloCoins is already discontinued, as in you will not be able to buy HoloCoins anymore as of May 14th JST. Sale will be discontinued as of this announcement. HoloEARTH Marketplace review process will be discontinued. HoloEARTH Marketplace editing will be discontinued. So a lot of those things are going to be discontinued already. And why is it a big issue? They spent $20 million according to their fiscal report. It's 3 billion yen for this. 3.154 billion yen with a B on direct development and software infrastructure for HoloEARTH 2025 quarter 3 financial report. What most we ever got out of it was a couple of JP concerts and meets, just wanting talents to walk around. The biggest criticism that people have is that this money could have been spent on other talents. Now, what I hope they can do, and the reason is they're taking this as a loss. They're actually writing it off as a loss in their financial reports, which leads to their profit loss for the full fiscal year. What I hope this can do is the engineers that were doing HoloEARTH can possibly help with 3D stuff in the future when it comes to other things, other 3D projects. They can be shuffled around again and fit within the agency, within the workings of HoloLive, because you do not want a brain drain. That's the big thing. You do not want a brain drain. You don't want a technology drain. Hopefully all these things can still be used, even though they have written it off as a loss. It is crazy that they put in a lot of money and it was a flop. Risks that other person says here, there are big risks that companies take like this. They have explored the area that was tangible to the business and probably learned a lot from it to apply it to other areas in the future. Good that they can take big risks without going bankrupt or trying new things. VTuber is created by pushing boundaries, and it should continue to do so in the future. So yeah, I think it was money well spent either way, because like I said, if and only if it would be good money. Only if they're able to retain the talent that they got from it, that there won't be a brain drain, and they're able to retain the technology and use it for other things. Of course, you have Blue Love, who also says the same thing, who says the same opinion, that it was time and money wasted. I'm of a different opinion. Yes, it's money that was lost, but hopefully with the knowledge that they got from it, and the next project can be better, and with the people that they now have under their belt that know that knowledge, have that information, and have that know-how, can do better in the future as well. Ooh, subliminal messaging. Follow the squirrel. Subscribe to the squirrel. This is not a psyop. This is just me being a dumbass. Ooh, subscribe. She has called out a bad actor in the art realm, as we're talking about Yoklesh, who is a female VTuber and streamer, debuted on May 29th of 2021. Red Oni girl, artist and singer. She's an artist herself, and you can see some art that she is actually pushing, that type of thing. And recently Neon Beat, well, recently in my mind, Neon Beat has had some issues in the past where he goes here and says that he has accepted too many commissions. He's trying to change that. He's trying to be better, etc. You know, trying to clean up his image. Where, you know, you can see here on my right, the big text there is all the people that he has screwed over in the past. I'll get to those in a little bit. And, you know, it says sorry for disappointing, you know, sincere apologies, that type of thing. And we go with Yoklesh here, says commission from Neon Beat. It's been 4 years. Talking about the longest time you've had to wait for something. And it says, Legend says he's still working on it. Infinite wait. Not that guy, OMG. And just people want to make sure which Neon Beat it is. What could the con be for take 4 years? A movie. And here I thought waiting 1 year was bad. I'm so sorry. Hoya and other people are saying the same thing. Continuing here, I was so patient with Neon, considered him a homie, and I gave him the benefit of the doubt, but he gave up, he broke my promises, he didn't have a job, he's living with his family and friends and money, making all these excuses. His manager doesn't know anything either, except the exact info, so everyone who was waiting for the commission until now, you won't get it back. And it says, I'm so sad to hear about this, both everyone affected who lost money, but also because I've adored his art style, always sad if I ever do get into the art. If I ever do get into art, that style is what I would want to achieve. So it's not bad that you want to achieve that art, but it sucks that this person is doing what they're doing. Continuing on here, Mood Girl, it's been years. I gave up waiting or thinking I'd be getting my money back. So that is the big issue here. If it is, you know, something that they can't really normally do, they can't really push for, let them know way beforehand. I mean, honestly, let your people know way beforehand. And it says, you too, 3 years waiting too. Yenko, another one. Usa, if your patience is valued, stepping away works. Isn't valued, stepping away works. Good job, but maybe he's not okay. I have had that exact same scenario happen with a friend of mine. So a lot of people are giving that same feeling there. This is one of the things that was put out there. Hey there, hope you're well. Any news on Neon? Still has zero money to pay anyone. This is the manager. I don't know whether you believe me or not. What's the only news update I have? I've heard rumors he's back with alts. It says, what's the guy doing all day? Is he working at all? Depression maxing, begging fam and friends for help, selling stuff, trying to do work first year of his cancellation, and he finished a lot of the pieces, but it was too much pressure. I think he gave up. So, you know, this is the manager, I'm guessing, or someone that knows a little bit more than Yoklesh knows about the whole situation. And continuing on here. Okay, guys, many people have seen the post as an opportunity to S on artists in general. Yeah, don't go S'ing on artists in general. A lot of artists put their full effort into this, put their heart and soul into it, and they will finish your commission on time. There are very few artists out there. There are some, but very few artists who that you will run into this issue here, who scam you or just take your money or anything like that. If you're careful, go on VGen and things like that, you'll usually be pretty safe. I'm an artist myself. However, the difference is that I know my capabilities. That's the thing. If you take way more commissions than you can do, this ends up happening. And it says, I know to run my art business, to communicate with my clients, to keep them updated regularly, and I know when not to take in new commissions. And every professional art or freelance in general the artists definitely should know what their limits are. And no, I don't support Gen AI in any way and despise it with all my heart. I generally just want people to believe that people who justify Gen AI in any way just have no idea why it's bad for the industry, why it's bad for the consumer. It's a whole other can of worms that I honestly don't feel like opening right now. There are enough sources of information on there and that. So yeah, giving, you know, basically the one that I covered just recently about that. Maoko says, then we need to hold bad artists to more to account. People sweep for them, and it leads to this. Yikes, jumping from this person stiffed me, and it sucks. To damn artists, why AI is cool is like someone saying something, is something random to that one guy says this is why the bad people in World War II won. You know, some damn thing, something like that. So yeah, it's really looking bad. Yeah, Gen AI usually is a pale imitation. Gen AI does train itself on different artists and their art. That's why it's bad. And like I said, after this is the person, of course, Neon Beat. If you want to, you know, if you want, don't go and send him any information, but if you want, you can block him, etc. Here are other people. Vainp says she did a 1K commission down the drain because they weren't able to do anything. Kitty Hana, another one. Paid March in 2023 and still got nothing by the time they did this, which was in January 2025. So almost 2 years. Sent the first sketch a month after paid, and then nothing happened after that. And then, you know, going on here. Niyamoka, same thing. Conversations with Neon himself, conversations with others, understand busy with life, certain reasons that could prevent one from getting work done. But also, if you're going to not be able to get work done within, like, let's say a year, then give the money back, or at least give a partial refund. If you're able to get this much work done, you know, give like a 70% refund because you've only got like 20 or 30% done, or a 50% refund or something because you got something done, you know, things like that. But give a refund, give some of that money back at least. Don't just hold it. That's one of the big issues that I think a lot of people are going to have with this. Annie paid in June 2023, nothing at all, would understand anything if he didn't like 50 other people he took payment from. His art was good. So Scoot-chan says, what would you do if an artist commission over $1,000 scams you and never finishes their work, despite giving them more than a year's time to do it? This was in 2025 as well. Even if you manage to talk to them, just keep gaslighting you that they might finish it tonight, but the night never happens. Have you considered unaliving them? Shondo says, I have a piece that's been waiting for since 2022, and I really don't even want that money back. I just really wanted the art. I still have hopes and keep reassuring me that at this point it just really crushes you. So yeah, a lot of people are saying, you know, Obi Katie Cat, they feel betrayed by this one. I had their back through a bunch of stuff and then got ghosted and my money gone. Was heartbroken. And then you have here the other ones here that I just mentioned. Was gutted because I thought we were friends, and not only that, but I love the piece that they were doing. To be dropped like that really hurt. Just don't do this. If you are an artist that is struggling, it's fine. Let your people know you're struggling. Let them know, hey, I'm very sorry for this. This is gonna, but just to ghost them, that is the wrong thing. You guys let me know what you think. TakaraLive Productions is a new production company for VTubers, and they recently did start having a little bit of their, you know, debuts happening here. One of the ones we're going to talk about is Hotaru, who looks like a chipmunk, your emerald fairy, or at least it's a fairy with chipmunks there. At least that's the thingy there looks like a squirrel or chipmunk, but she's a fairy herself. She says here, this is her debut stream. It already happened, and that's why we're able to talk about it. It happened on Saturday. You're going to take a look at some of the intro stuff here. Kind of, you have, they did a lore video for her, which is awesome. That takes a good amount of money, especially, you know, whether it be animated or have, you know, fairy tale-esque. They did it a very fairy tale-esque way. And here we go with the main one, Hisui Hotaru. And that's her look.
No.
Kind of reminds you of Pomu Rainpuff a little bit.
Wait, what's that thing on the corner? Wait, hold on. Oh, wait. I should say my tagline, right? Okay, well, hold on.
I like it. The eyes and everything can be a little off-putting for some, but I like it. I overall like it. I like the design tends to be a little bit more flowy. These designs, the indie designs, or at least the designs of lower agencies, the agencies that are smaller, end up being more free-flowing than, let's say, the big agencies here. You can see here.
My birthday is June.
Very, very fairy-like. A little bit. The eyes, for some people, can make it a little uncanny valley for some, but I do like it. I do like the whole look of it. It's the big eyes can be very uncanny valley for some. Some people don't like the big eyes, and she has a little dot for a nose, but otherwise, it seems like it's a good start for her. So far, for 1.68k subscribers, she got 4.1k views in 2 days, which is really good. That is really good. And then VTuber 2.0, as you can see there, had 1.7k views as well, which is, like I said, really good. Still, keeping around half of the amount of people that you had the first time is really good to do. It's really hard to do. So, big congratulations to her on this big debut. Riot Music has a new generation, but first let's go to what Riot Music is. Riot Music is a virtual music agency under Brave Group. We all know that Brave Group does have some issues with their management, and that is perfectly fine on that end. You don't have to like it or whatever, but it is, you know, they do have VTubers popping in and out. They are used to be formerly Super Yellow Inc. Agency is composed of different sub-labels like Mugensho Records and Kigensho Records. And this is their Riot Music label here, showing off the many VTubers that they have here. And we are taking a look at this. Riot Music 3D debut showcase featuring Memento Vanitas, Shuna, and Minami Izumi. Let's take a look at each and every one of them with their individual ones here. Just going to be going over here with their showcases. Nice! Very nice circulation. For those who don't know, that is very nice circulation. Let's go on to the next one. Right here, another 3D showcase of their next person, Shuna. This is also a very popular Japanese one. Sora, Suisei, others have sung this one. Good singing. And the next one, the last one, is going to be this one here for Izumi Minami. And let's take a look at what she was able to sing. So I'm very glad they had their 3D showcases, and Riot Music was able to provide them a stage and their 3D, 3D studio for them to be doing this. It is always amazing, no matter if they're Brave Group or whoever, as long as they treat their people right, I will not have any complaints. I will call people out whenever they have issues, of course, because I want them to fix it. And I'm very glad in this case, they did something proper, which was giving some of their artists a showcase. Kogane NIKO is a Japanese-speaking VTuber for part of Hololive Device, a branch of Hololive Productions. She did debut on the 9th of November 2024, along with Isaki Ryona, Sue, Chihaya, and Vivi. Why are we talking about her? Well, she's been gone for a bit, and she is back. So thank you always for your support. This is Torakane Hishako. I always find the translations funny. How could you get that from Kogane NIKO? I don't know. I have been on hiatus from activities since last March, but after consulting with my attending physician, I decided to make a comeback. So she's been gone for about 2 months. If it is in March 2026, I'll be holding a comeback stream on the YouTube channel, on her YouTube channel, starting on May 16th. Look forward to your kind support. We're continuing here. NIKO, thank you for waiting for me all this time. I'm sorry for making you feel lonely for so long. I want to make you feel reassured that the current NIKO-tan is okay. First off, on Saturday, if you'd like, come and meet me on May 14th here. So glad. I'm really so glad. Definitely come and meet you. A lot of people are just very, very happy to see her be back, as well as Chris, the HoloPro Simp. Over here it says, on a lighter note, NIKO is coming back on stream to stream after the hiatus on May 16th. She took hiatus back in March due to adjustment disorder, which is unfortunately the same disorder that made it so that Ao could not stream anymore and decided to, not stream as a member of Hololive, and they had to leave because of adjustment disorder as well. It is a psychological disorder. Those disorders are not disease you can be like, hey, next day you'll wake up fine. No. It once in high stress levels, like being a part of an agency does, it's not necessarily Hololive's fault, but if you're part of a big agency where you have a lot of expectations, you can and will, it will make it worse. If you already have it, it will make it worse. History did not repeat itself. Got once. Thank goodness this wasn't another OW situation. You also missed Nenechi announcing she's getting a solo live. First member Gen 4. Worried she graduated. Kitty Cat is coming back. So yeah, a lot of people were absolutely worried that she was going to graduate because of the adjustment disorder. They were worried it was going to be a hiatus up to graduation. Luckily it was not. She's feeling better. I hope that she does take her time and she does, slowly come back. If she wants to come back fully, slowly do a slow comeback, kind of like how Hachama is doing, and make sure that she is in the best shape she can be. Welcome back, everybody, to the VTuber Showcase, a place where I like to showcase up-and-coming VTubers of various sizes, shapes, forms, types, everything in between. The reason why I do it is simple. I want it to be a positive space for VTubing, a positive space for VTubers, and a place where I can help anybody out that is trying to grow. So today we're talking about Level 1 Neko, VTuber on Twitch, YouTube, Kick, Rumble. Also, reply guy, shitposter. Try to make sure to click the bell for replies to see my posts. And here we go with their Twitch, which is where they start here. We know a lot about them, and we're sure Level 1 Neko is awful. Take a look at their clips. We are going to take a look instead at their YouTube side, because for whatever reason for me, the Twitch side does not work very well. I don't know why. It just is one of those things. The clips never play the sound. So we're going over here and the Level 1 Neko YouTube, and they have, they've had reactions here. Leaf Live of Celestium, other things here, Vex Milk, and you have Leaf vs. Avalav, all these things here put out there. And we are going to be taking a look at their a short that they have here. Just one that I know will be playing sound. So let's take a listen.
Oh, shit. That bounced really far away. What? What the fuck? Did you see that?
Well,
I bounced.
it looks like they're playing Deus Ex, like old school Deus Ex. So Thank you so much for allowing me to showcase you on my channel. I do hope this helps you in some way because of the high GPU usage.
Anyways, to mining and crafting and miners. I mean,
Oh God,
hi, Leah.
make it. Oh God, wait, she wasn't prepared. Okay, Minecraft mining miners, not the other type of miners. Holy hell, that's a whole different thing
I
there.
promise you that was not planned.
Leah popped in
promise you that
right at
was
the right
not
time
scripted.
for miners, of course. Leah, it was not planned, but it happened. It always happens in a raid.
That was scripted.
Here we are
L-O-V-E,
in the year of our Lord
love
2026 with my Minecraft Cheerios right in front of me, and she's talking about miners in front of Leah. Leah just pops up right at the moment she talks about miners. You got the way it works is insane for raids. Thank you guys for watching as always, and of course take a look, and if you enjoy everything, like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell notification icon, all those things that YouTube asks of you. Really do appreciate you. Have a wonderful day.